we know what Rasmus Dahlin's dealt with this season on and off the ice. We know, everything that he's battled through there. He was named the Rick Martin Award winner as well for the Sabres, as well as a Masterton nominee in the NHL for perseverance and dedication to hockey. And now, as of today, he was named a candidate, one of the final three finalists, for the James Norris Trophy as the best defenseman in the National Hockey League. Just, I think the fans around the league, outside of the Buffalo market, are finally getting a chance to see how good Rasmus Dahlin is and why he's deserving to be a finalist for this award with another great, all-world defenseman, guys like Cale Makar and Zach Werenski.
Yeah, it's considering all the defensemen in the NHL and how many great defensemen there are. This is seeing Dahlin crack through into the top three is pretty stunning, especially when you consider Quinn Hughes wasn't even in the top three out of this group, and that's honestly staggering to me. But I mean, you cannot deny how good Dahlin has been all season, and even when you consider everything that he's gone through with his personal life this season, and how much that seemed to affect the start of his year. Once everything's kind of calmed down and quieted down, we saw the best of him, from December on, really. And his game is just, I mean, he's such a, it's just an all-around great defenseman. I mean, he's so smart offensively. Defensively, he's on top of everything. I mean, he's so good at denying opportunities and one-on-one matchups. I mean, he's just takes everything away from guys. He plays physically. He plays mean. He plays nasty. He even said today, like, I'm not a tough guy, but I play hard hockey, and it's impossible to deny that. And, he plays a ton of minutes. And, I'm sure some folks might be critical that he doesn't play a ton of PK time, but I mean, if you want to nitpick a guy, I guess that's something you could do, but he's still out there sometimes doing it, and that's fine. But the guy's got to get a break sometimes, right? But he's just incredible. He's had an outstanding season. Clearly one of his best. I mean, this season and last season, he was outstanding last season too, even though it was a down year for the Sabres. But doing the same kind of work, same kind of effort, same everything, and leading the team back to the playoffs. It's understandable why the voters were cashed in on having him to a point where he's top, one of the three finalists for the award.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you look at his body of work since he's come into the National Hockey League as the top overall selection for the Sabres, came in, played as an 18-year-old defenseman in the league, has gone through a lot, obviously, with the Sabres organization over that time. He's grown up. He's gotten married with this organization. Buffalo is engraved in him now, and since he came into the league, and now in his mid 20s, still has a lot of room to grow as well. And that was what people had talked about when he was coming into the league, about this guy could be a top 3 defenseman in all the National Hockey League. And for a defenseman to go first overall, you have to be a special player. And Dahlin has really produced that, now wearing the C for the Sabres. Seems like he injects himself when he needs to uncertain times. But is sort of a lead by example leader, but he's a warrior out there, and he just seems like he's beloved in that room as the guy wearing the captain for this group, and why the teammates love him, the coaching staff love him, and just being able to battle through everything that he did and still be this productive on the ice. It really shows you his true character and how much he loves the game.
Yeah, and he kind of kidded around today because he was asked about what it's like to, what it's like to captain a team, that's gone through this. And he said, being a captain of this team is easy because winning makes it easy, but also, the room's full of other guys who lead. And so, as far as like doing all the captain stuff, he's just like, I don't really have to, put my foot down a lot because, everybody's kind of good at, doing things their way and allowing everybody to kind of grow around it. But I mean, there's no doubt this room is strong because winning, first off, but also because, Dahlin goes out and does it. Like it's not talking the talk and then not walking the walk. I mean, if he's talking the talk, he's walking the walk at the same time. So I mean, he's a guy that just really does it all, and he's very no nonsense about it. And I think there's a lot of respect that's earned by doing it that way. It was, it was interesting to hear some of the comparisons that have come up to the style of game that he plays, and hearing the name Chris Pronger thrown into that because of how, kind of gnarly he can get in some of those heated moments is kind of wild, because I think of Pronger as one of like the meanest defensemen who have ever played the game. But to be a competitor on that kind of level, yeah, Dahlin is there. And, I'll confess, Dahlin was on my ballot for the Norris this year. Be kind of crazy if he wasn't. I think that'd probably be something I'd get yelled at, rightfully so, by Sabres fans if I didn't have him on there. But he's had an absolutely incredible season, and he deserved to be on, at least on my ballot anyways. He deserved to be there.
And even if he doesn't win it, I think this is a coming out party for him, that he's going to be on this ballot for many more years to come.
Oh yeah. And that was, I'm not going to pat myself on the back too much here, but I said, if this team gets to the playoffs, Dahlin's probably going to be a Norris candidate when it happens. And here we are. Here we are. It's happened. But everything was going to revolve around him. Fortunately for this team, it's not all about him. Like, he's a major part of it, but they have so many other guys that really make it work. And that's why they're so good, is that they've got those other guys. But Dahlin, make no mistake, he's the guy at the front of the engine here.